People that walk slowly in the middle of the walkway. Additionally, people who walk in groups and refuse to adapt to let people pass. Shoulder to shoulder, taking up the entire path and then stop while rigidly maintaining formation. That's what elbows are for. I'm from Brooklyn. My people believe that when people obnoxiously block your path, they get one polite, "Excuse me," and if they don't respond to that, then you just move through the space that they're currently occupying. I was walking in a mall and 3 women were walking towards me, all side by side and no way to step around them. I figured they'd have to make space for me. I really had nowhere to move. I just walked straight, and ended up shoulder-checking one of them pretty hard. I reserve my hatred for the people who stop at the end of escalators. I think I hate the people who stop just inside the doorway of Costco with their giant carts even more. When you're woken up by a mosquito buzzing near your ear. Bro, sometimes I can hear a fly hitting the wall and it's so annoying. They only exist to feed the food chain yet have unintentionally evolved to annoy, and they do it well. But you can't see it to squash it. So you turn the light off to try and get back to sleep, and then hear it again, so you turn the light back on but it's invisible. And so it goes. So you're awake half the night and driven half mad with mosquito hatred when I'm the designated driver and my passengers offer other people lifts home. Just stop at every gas station, act like you're filling up, and ask them to pitch in for gas money. Drunks will give you money. And when they cotton on to the gas station thing, have some of your mates dress up in uniform and construct a crooked shakedown police stop. People who play music or videos on public transit without headphones. There's a lady at my gym that does this. She literally brings a Bluetooth speaker and sets it on the treadmill and blasts her music. Is this not something that you can have the staff put a stop to? I know at my gym if someone showed up with a speaker they would absolutely be told to turn it off. Though my gym is all old white people, so that's expected for most things. Oh God, no. That's right up there with people having elongated speakerphone conversations in the grocery store. My husband does this and it infuriates me. Even at home. I'll be sitting there watching something on TV with him, or reading, and suddenly a random video starts and I just glare at him until he turns it off. Seriously. When people you trusted just straight up lie to your face when you already know the truth behind it. I actually find it refreshing. It shows their true colors and gives you a sense of omniscience and detachment from toxic relationships. It's like an amazing social experiment right in front of you. People who are rude to retail and service workers. They are getting paid low to take that all day long. When someone walks into my room when the door was closed and they leave leaving the door open. Even worse is when somebody walks in and turns the lights on for literally no reason. Doesn't even matter if the room is dark. Then when they leave, don't turn the lights off or close the door. When someone asks me to do something I was already about to do. It's an immature response, but it always makes me want to refuse to do it. Or they asked me to do something I've already done but they just haven't checked. So whenever we humans complete a task or solve a problem, even something minor like doing the dishes or getting a stubborn lid off a jar, we get small hit of dopamine. When some busybody comes by and makes suggestions or tells you to do something you were already doing, they negate that dopamine release. The kicker is, in my experience, those same people will then attribute you doing the thing solely to themselves. Not only will they not believe you were going to do it, but this will reinforce their already existing opinion that they have to do everything. I had a boss like that. She'd tell me to do something I was literally in the process of doing, then talk behind my back like, yeah. Wingless doesn't ever do anything independently. I always have to micromanage him. When somebody tries to tell me something I already know and acts like I'm dumb. Celebrities writing books about having babies and bringing them up. or books on their struggle as a business person or entrepreneur. If that's how they became celebrities, totally fine. But if you are a celebrity and decide to start a business and write about your struggle with it, just, no. People who love to tell stories but are really bad storytellers. Lol, my GF is always like, so yesterday. No, I think it was Monday, or Sunday. Anyway, so I went to go drop my mom at the station. It was Monday and she was telling me about her cousin or something who went to this really cool exhibit. No, it was her aunt and she went to a show about. OMG, my BF is the same. Gets stuck on trying to remember irrelevant details. It doesn't matter what day or time, it was just move the story along. Someone not saying thank you for something that benefited them. I grew up in a household where appreciation was super important. We offered thanks for every small or large gift, and made sure that folks knew we were grateful for their efforts. I remember digitally scanning a friend's entire sketchbook, compiling it into a PDF and sending it to them, and all I got was cool. Never saw that friendship the same way since. I'm a little ticked off that I didn't get any sort of thanks for the gift I bought my friend's son on his birthday. Same for the gift on their wedding day. People who shove their views in your face, and get mad if you don't agree. High school dropouts who think they are smarter than doctors and scientists because they fell down a YouTube rabbit hole. I really hate people who take advantage of others. When people don't pick up their dog's poop. How I'm sleepy the while day up until I have to go to bed. Then cycle repeats and I end up sleep deprived. Public restroom stall doors that open inward. I pretty much have to disassociate to even use them, and then you're going to make me back up against the piss and pub covered bowl just to get out of there? Littering. I've never wanted to punch someone in the face more than the anonymous people who toss bags of trash onto the side of the freeway. I've never punched someone truly, but I wouldn't stop until I felt brain. People with large egos. When I'm on an escalator, and the person in front of me reaches the end and starts walking extremely slowly while staring at their phone. Zero consideration for whoever is behind them. I'm about to collide into you and, well, bad things happen. You have only yourself to blame if I kick you on the ground and walk you over. I cannot let the person behind me suffer the same fate. People who talk about conspiracy theories as if they know a secret nobody else does. People who use speakerphone in public full volume holding the phone against their head. Similarly, people that do the same with Bluetooth speakers. When people let the door slam in someone's face behind them. Or stop walking in the middle of a busy sidewalk. When you put toothpaste on your toothbrush, go to wet it under the tap and the toothpaste falls off. When I'm like 75% of the way out of a parking space and someone decides to drive behind me. Bonus points if they honk like I was the one in the wrong. People who shove their views in your face, and get mad if you don't agree. People who walk on the elevator and start jabbing the door close button. Most elevators don't work that way, and you are not in a hurry, so just stand there and wait like everyone else. When I'm making a point and people talk over me and say I'm wrong, then make the same point in another way. When you wake up at like 2 a.m. and can't fall back asleep, so you stay up the rest of the night. People who give advice even when they have no idea what they're talking about. When I play a video that is insanely loud and go to turn the volume down and my phone just turns down my ringtone volume instead. When it takes 15 seconds for a company to put a fraudulent or unwanted charge on my account but takes 5 to 10 business days to get it back. This is why I use a credit card for everything and pay it off every month. Credit cards have way more consumer protections built in. If I dispute a charge, it is gone immediately. No fighting with a bank to get my own money back. Please subscribe and ring the notification bell for more.